She wasn't born into fame. She earned it one photograph at a time. Imagine Texas, 1967. A little girl named Vicki Lynn Hogan growing up in a home where big dreams felt like they belonged to someone else. Money was scarce, opportunities even scarcer. No one looking at her back then could have guessed where her journey would eventually lead, but deep inside, she carried a determination that refused to fade. By her teenage years, she'd already experienced what felt like an entire lifetime. Married at a young age, becoming a mother soon afterward, working long nights just to pay the bills, and then one photograph changed everything. A photographer looked through his camera and saw something extraordinary, not just beauty, but presence, the kind that can't be taught and can't be imitated. Playboy came knocking, then guess, and somewhere along the way, Vicki Lynn Hogan quietly faded into the past. Standing in her place was someone entirely new, Anna Nicole Smith, a name, a face, a cultural icon all her own. She didn't simply recreate the glamour of old Hollywood, she made it shine again. Those striking black and white Guess campaigns turned her into an overnight sensation, and the Marilyn Monroe comparisons followed her everywhere, like a shadow she could never fully escape. But instead of running from them, she embraced them like a crown. By 1993, she had become Playboy's Playmate of the Year, proof that the girl from Texas had truly made it. Then love entered her life from the most unexpected direction, oil tycoon J. Howard Marshall too, 63 years older than she was. The world called it unusual, the tabloids couldn't stop talking about it. She called it genuine, and when he passed away just over a year later, she found herself drawn into a legal battle that lasted more than a decade, one that eventually reached the Supreme Court itself. Through every headline, every rumor, every camera flash, Anna Nicole refused to stand still. She opened every corner of her life to the public. Completely exposed, completely real, sometimes painfully imperfect. Her reality show gave viewers access like never before. Some saw only chaos. Others believed it was the most honest thing television had ever shown. Maybe it was both at once. But behind the bright spotlight stood a mother, a daughter, a woman carrying far more silent heartbreak than the world ever recognized. Fame had brought her almost everything except the one thing she seemed to crave most, peace. In 2006, that heartbreak became impossible to bear. Her son Daniel passed away unexpectedly, only days after she welcomed her newborn daughter into the world. The pain was immediate, public, and impossible to escape from the cameras that had followed her for so many years. 5 months later, on February 8, 2007, Anna Nicole Smith was gone as well. She was only 39 years old. What she left behind wasn't merely tabloid headlines. It was a legacy, complicated, heartbreaking, and impossible to erase. Because beneath the fame, the fortune, and every camera flash that ever found her was simply a girl from Texas who had always dreamed of being seen. And in the end, the entire world saw her. If her story stayed with you today, subscribe and stay close, because there's always one more untold chapter waiting from Hollywood's golden past.